So I'm gonna be explaining during the match all the little things that we do to optimize Cipher Rush. But first of all, I need you to understand that already from the spawns, you should be able to predict the entire match. From the start to the last Cipher popping, you should have a game plan of what everyone is gonna do and what is gonna happen. Like obviously you can predict the kiter to do a 5 seconds kite and the rescuer to get TS'd on chair. I'm not saying you can predict that. I'm saying you should have an ideal of what the game is gonna look like with a normal kite, a normal rescue, an average game, a standard game. Already from spawns you should be able to predict that. And then obviously you adapt during the match with anything that changes from that standard gameplay, the standard game plan. So this is very easy to do on Arms Factory because there are 5 ciphers layout, and in all 5, except one, but in all 5, there are three ciphers at the top, 3 ciphers at the bottom, and 1 in middle, except for one layout, where is double middle, which is missing the deep sandbags cipher, which is the bottom left, so there are only 2 in the bottom and 2 in the middle. But anyway, that cipher layout is very rare. It's 1 in 5, but I don't even think it's 1 in 5 chance. It's even lower than that. I think it's rarer than that. Like, not all 5 layouts have the same chances of happening. I don't think so. Like from experience, I feel like that cipher layout is very rare. It's more rare than 1 in 5. So anyway, having said that, it's very easy to predict Arms Factory because the ciphers layout are all the same. Like there are 3 bottom ciphers, 3 top ciphers, 1 middle most of the time, which means which means the character who spawns top and the character who spawns to the bottom can do 200% really fast. So there's also an additional cipher layout where like at the top the 2 ciphers are kind of far apart, but Mechanic doesn't like that's not an issue for Mechanic because Mechanic can just drop bot and still do the 2 ciphers even though they're a little more further apart. They're still very fast to do both ciphers because of the bot. You can like run in opposite directions and still get to them quite quickly. Okay, so predicting the match. So here's what I thought when I saw the Naiad spawn there. At first I thought she would go for Mechanic, and that well, I was very happy to see her spawn there because also, yeah, first of all, spawning there doesn't lock a single cipher. I mean, it locks the deep sandbags cipher, which is my second cipher. It's like, it's my second cipher, me as the explorer, it's my second cipher, so that cipher lock is completely worthless because nobody's gonna decode it first. Nobody's gonna be there, nobody's gonna be blocked by it because I'm gonna be in sandbags and then I'm gonna move to deep sandbags as my first cipher and the cipher lock is already gone away. So I was very happy to see Naiad spawn there because the cipher lock is completely useless. I would have spawned top left personally, but anyway. When I saw her spawn there, I predicted her to chase Mechanic. But I'm gonna tell you right now that she actually chases Prisoner, and I can tell you what the game plan should be when that happens. So, like I said, 3 ciphers top, 3 cipher bottom, 1 in middle. What does that mean? That means our rescuer in middle will do like 60% of his middle cipher before the kiter goes down in an average game, unless the kiter obviously like explodes in 5 seconds, but you can predict that. So let's say the painter does like 60% of his cipher and then goes to rescue. Like I said before, Explorer is very good on this map in the bottom spawn because he gets to do 200% very fast because his page spawns in deep sandbags most of the time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do my 200% with my page and I'm gonna do it as fast as possible. And Mechanic up there is also really good because she can also do 200% very fast with her bot. Mechanic is actually the fastest decoder in the game to do 200%. So you will see how she does it, and the way to Cipher Rush with Mechanic is it's risky. Like she actually takes the risk. Like you just drop your bot immediately and run to the Cipher with it, and then you go with the main body of Mechanic to a second Cipher, and you just decode 2 ciphers at once. Like usually, if you want to play safe, you keep your bot, and in case you need to kite, you keep your bot for bot body blocks, so you can do like a better kite. But I mean, I'm not a Mechanic main, so I'm not even sure if it counts as playing risky. I mean, having the bot out decoding, even if you do a shit kite, it's still okay. Like it's not a bad strategy. So she chooses to Cipher Rush. It's the best Cipher Rush strategy if you don't take kites. So anyway, she chooses to do that, which is really good. So she's also gonna do 200%. I'm gonna do 200%, and then the rescue in middle is gonna do like 60% and have to go rescue, and then you can go back to the Cipher or whatever, you know. So What does that mean? It means we already know what our 5 ciphers are. It's sandbags, deep sandbags, and the double shack ciphers that mechanic is gonna do. There are 2 ciphers up there, so double shack and middle. Those are our 5 ciphers. Already from spawns, you should be able to say this. These are our 5 ciphers this match. So, not exactly from spawn, because you need to know where the hunter is gonna chase first, but like I said, he's gonna chase prisoner, so as soon as you know that prisoner is taking chase, you should know that these are our 5 ciphers. So, having said that, right, so to predict the match, so basically the rescuer does 60%, goes to rescue, tight turner, 20 seconds, dies in corner, he can die factory, he can die anywhere on the right side of the map, it doesn't matter, he can die factory, he can die in lockers, like top right, bottom right, or to the right side, just take tide and die in a corner, it's fine. By that point, I will be in the bottom left of the map doing my last cipher, so I can't really rescue, even though I have tide, it would take me too long to go rescue. I mean, I guess prisoner can take tide and die closer to me, so that then I can go do the rescue myself, but depending on when prisoner dies, like if he dies near mechanic, obviously mechanic needs to go rescue, but if he dies near me, then I can go rescue. But if he's dying on the right side of the map, which is where he spawned and where he's gonna kite and where he's gonna get shared most likely, it might be hard to die next to me, so where I can do the second rescue, because I'm in the bottom left of the map, kind of far from him at that point. So regardless, what would happen is whoever is decoding, like let's say he dies near me in the bot, like let's say I'm able to do the second rescue because he dies, like, I don't know, he dies factory, so he's kind of close to me. At the point after Painter finishes, after Painter does his first rescue and then goes back to middle to finish his cipher, he would have to come and take over my cipher in the bottom left in deep sandbags. The second rescuer cipher finished my cipher while I do the second rescue, right? My mechanic is just free to decode because she's not taking kite, so she's just doing her 200% up top near shock. And that's our 5 ciphers, right? Like basically, Painter does 50%, goes rescue, finishes the rest of the 50%, then finishes the rest of my second cipher 50%. So he's gonna do 150, and then I do at the start, I decode a full cipher, I do 100, and then I do 50% of my next cipher, and then I have to go rescue, so I go rescue, and so I do my 150, the first rescuer does 150, the second rescuer does the other 150, and the one who does nothing all game, who can just decode, who is the mechanic in this case, can do the 200%, and that's 5 ciphers, right? So that's a standard game, more or less, generally speaking. So when you spawn in, you should already have this idea in mind of how the match is gonna go. And that's the idea. So, having said that, do we get into the match now? Oh my god, there's so much to say. I don't like scripting videos, but maybe I should have. Anyway, I guess let's get into the match. Oh yeah, this is an S-badge Naiad, and she's kind of weird. She brings teleport with detention only. Okay, so obviously that's a prediction of a standard match, but that's not how the match is actually gonna go, right? You will see what happens. So, what I do is I just get on my cipher. Prisoner connects me to Painter, so this is nice. I'm already sending progress to Painter. Here I'm like hiding or whatever. Oh shit, I should have shown this. Damn, I didn't show this. Okay. Well, you can see it on the map. There's no icon, but look at this. Do you see what mechanic is doing? She spawned in the middle, between Lumberyard and Cottage, between the 2 ciphers. She spawned in the middle there. And what she did, to optimize cipher rush, she instantly dropped bot, moved bot to the Lumberyard cipher, started decoding, and then started moving with the main body to Cottage. This is how you cipher rush as mechanic. You insta-drop bot, move the bot to a cipher, move mechanic, the main body, to another cipher, and decode both ciphers at once. You don't move I see mechanics, I see people playing mechanic, even like pick tiers, like they go to a cipher, drop bot, and then go to the next cipher. You don't do that. You're wasting running time. You're running like twice the distance. You don't do that. To cipher rush, you drop the bot the moment you spawn in, or like maybe it depends on like where you spawn in exactly, but like, for example, in this match where she spawned between the 2 ciphers, the moment you spawn in, you drop your bot, so that you need to run like 10 meters with your bot to the cipher, and then 10 meters to the other cipher on the opposite side with your main body. So you run 20 meters and you get both things on both ciphers. If she went to the Cipher first and then dropped bot on the Cipher, that's running 10 meters to the Cipher, and then she has to run 20 meters back to the other Cipher to get the main body to the Cipher. So that's 30 meters running for no reason, where she could have been running 20 meters if you just drop bot instantly and move the bot to the Cipher and then go the opposite direction with your main body to the other Cipher. So that's, I mean, I don't think that's hard to understand. I hope that's not hard to understand. I know I maybe not have not explained it properly, but that should be obvious, right? Like, decrease the distance running as much as possible if you want to Cipher rush. So what she did is she instantly dropped bot, ran to the Cipher, started decoding it, then moved main body to the other Cipher and started decoding it, and then she just double decodes without triggering calibration. You need, like, every 2 seconds you need to touch to get on bot, move away, touch the Cipher again to decode. Because every time you move away, you reset the timer for calibration, so you never get a calibration. So you have to switch back and forth constantly, and that's how you Cipher rush with mechanic. Okay, Painter, nothing special there. He's just the rescuer in middle. He went middle, he's decoding. Prisoner did one good thing, which was put a connection between my Cipher and the Painter Cipher. Because I'm a decoder, I'm explorer, I decode faster than most people, I decode faster than Painter. Like, I can help him out a little bit, and the rescuers usually need help because they have slower decoding progress. So this is good what Prisoner does, connecting our ciphers, so I can help him out a little bit to push ciphers and decode faster. You will see that in the end, the middle cipher is actually the last one to pop. It's the one that takes the longest, so yeah, because rescue ciphers are obviously a little slower, so it's good that he connected them to push them. So having said all that, where am I? What the oh my god, how do I get back? What is this? How do I get back? Hello? Okay, okay, so having said all that, so I'm basically just doing my cipher. Yeah, I'm doing my cipher. Mechanic is doing the proper cipher rush, correctly doing it, minimizing distance traveled with bot and main body, getting on both ciphers, decoding both at once, not waiting for a survivor to take a hit before dropping cipher, dropping bot, not running to a cipher and dropping bot on the cipher. The bot has legs, it can move on its own. You can. Okay, so anyway, Prisoner does a bad kite, right? 50 seconds kite. This is a pretty bad kite. Now Painter has to go rescue. And yeah, Mechanic is just decoding bot, right? You know, cipher rushing, just doing her decoding. I'm also just doing my decoding. I'm pushing middle because, like I said, middle is gonna be a little slower. So I need to push it a little bit. And Painter goes to rescue. Oh yeah, she breaks the connection, so Painter gets a damageless rescue. This is really good because this helps Cipher rush a lot as well, because it means that Painter can rescue again. He gets farmed, whatever, it's tied, it's fine. So here I want to show, okay, I want to show what I do with Explorer to Cipher rush optimally. So I explained that how Mechanic Cipher rushes optimally. Here I was walking because I was hiding at the start, so I needed to run. So anyway, what I do here to Cipher rush optimally is I get on the Cipher. I get on the Cipher first, and after I do I wait 6 seconds, look at the top icons, I wait 6 seconds. Now I have a speed boost, the icon for my speed boost. Energy reserves, you can read that. So that's a speed boost. I wait 6 seconds, I get a calibration, and after I get a calibration, a perfect calibration, I go to my page with the speed boost, with the 6 second speed boost, and this is faster than just running to the page immediately. Then okay, so she broke the connection middle, now she killed the bot, so she's slowing our Cipher rush just a tiny bit, and then she teleports to the chair. Just enough to actually make this a draw instead of a win. We end up drawing, but yeah, she slows our Cipher rush just enough to do that. Okay, let me pause for a second. I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, so look at this. Look at this situation, right? Mechanic is the most broken survivor in the game. She nearly did 200% decoding in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In 2 minutes and a half, she did nearly 200% decoding. And this is the power of Mechanic when she doesn't take kite. She's the fastest decoder in the game, the fastest to do 200%, even faster than Mind's Eye, the Composer, Explorer, Prisoner. She's the fastest in the game to do 200% because she has 2 bodies and can decode 2 ciphers at once. So that's okay. So this is the situation, right? I popped my first cipher, I moved to my next one, I decoded it until I had my speed boost to move to my page. So with a speed boost, so I'm optimizing Cipher rush to the max. I get my page. The time it takes me to get a page, I get another speed boost, and then I go back to my cipher to decode it because my page is like it gives me like 50% decoding progress, and it takes 27 seconds to grab the first page. It's 27 seconds, then 24, and then 20 seconds for first, second, third page. So basically 27 seconds for 50% progress is good, because normally 50% of a cipher will take you around 40 seconds. So obviously 27 seconds is faster. So it's good to grab the page. It's better Cipher Rush. So that's how Explorer optimally Cipher Rush. That's how Mechanic optimally Cipher Rush. Prisoner connected my Cipher to middle, so to help me out, so that was nice. I was able to push middle to like 80% or something. Would have been great if I was able to finish it, but I didn't. I won't dwell on that right now. Maybe I could have pushed it more and actually been able to finish it, and maybe that would have been better, but regardless, I don't want to think about it right now. So yeah, Mechanic nearly did 200%. That's insane. I'm getting my page to finish my last cipher. This is gonna finish like very soon as well. And then Painter did the second rescue because he did a damageless rescue. It means we don't have to get off our cipher. Remember the standard game I mentioned at the start, where the second rescuer will have to like leave his second cipher at like 50% and then go do the second rescue. Well, this didn't need to happen this time, because Painter got a damageless rescue, which means you can cipher rush. You can just cipher rush, and the rescuer can do a second rescue without having to like run across the entire map from corner to corner, slowing down ciphers. So that was very good for Cipher Rush as well. So Painter got his second rescue. He took damage. Here, right now, so the Naiad was able to kill the bot on the cipher. That's like 99%, which sucks. It could have popped. And if it popped, then Mechanic could have like in the next 5 seconds popped Shack Cipher and then run middle to finish it, while Painter could have been supporting Prisoner, and we could have had a 4-person endgame. But Naiad just barely broke the connection middle, so I couldn't pop it in time. Killed the bot, so it didn't pop the 99% cipher. So she just barely slowed down our Cipher Rush enough that we were not able to get the 4-person endgame. I mean, Painter doesn't even try to support the Prisoner, to be honest. Maybe we could have still gotten the 4-person endgame, but Painter just goes back to middle to decode, which, I mean, it's fine. It's the safe choice, I suppose. Like, if you try to support Prisoner and then we don't have the ciphers, maybe they both die and then we don't even draw anymore and then we lose. So, I mean, it's the safe choice. It's fine, but maybe if Painter tried supporting more with another painting and like with a body block, maybe we could have had the 4-person endgame and won. Regardless, because Naiad broke the connection middle, because she killed the bot, we don't quite have the ciphers. And even though the Cipher Rush is insanely fast, like we have nearly 4 ciphers done. I mean, if you count the decoding progress in total, you can basically say it's 4 ciphers done in 2 minutes and a half seconds, which is insane. It's insane Cipher Rush. Prisoner's kite was pretty slow, like pretty bad. Like he did a 50 seconds first kite without rate. Like not even blink. She has deep teleport, and then he got farmed with tide, so there was no rebound. And then on second share, this is the second share, this is the rebound. He rebounds a little bit, but it's not nearly enough for the ciphers. So basically he's rebounding right here. He rebounds for a little bit. I'm finishing my cipher. It's at 24% right now. You can see it. Mechanic finishes her cipher. Then she runs to her bot cipher, which is at 98%. I'm finishing mine. It's at 36, 37, 38. I will pop my page to finish it. Painter is going back to the 78, 79, 80% one. Prisoner sadly doesn't survive long enough, and my cipher pops with my page now at 52%. I pop it. Painter is at 90%, 91, 92, and we pop all ciphers in like, so 97, 98, 99, in 3 minutes and 10 seconds, we pop all ciphers in basically 3 minutes, which is insane Cipher Rush. Obviously we have triple decoder comp, we have a rescuer who doesn't even have a decoding debuff, so we have insane Cipher Rush. Also here, they told me to decode. Also, I bait a swing. This is what I always do on gate if I get jump scared. I bait them to swing at me because I have a speed boost. I know I can run away from the swing at the last moment and bait them to swing so I get more distance. So anyway, I'm just accepting the tie at this point. I'm running in a straight line to the corner so my teammates can get out the other gate, and that's just the tie. But yeah, the mechanic there at the end told me focus on decoding, so I just got on the gate. I thought she was taking kites, so I just got on the gate, and then the Naiad just came to me, and yeah, I kind of got jump scared, and I just, ran away at the last moment, so I bait a swing, I ran into the corner, buy as much time as possible for my other teammates to get out, and it's a draw. So yeah, basically that's it. Like I said, look at the Cipher layout, 3 at the top, 1 in middle, 3 at the bottom. I did sandbags, I did deep sandbags, the rescuer did middle, the mechanic did the 2 Ciphers near shack. Dropping bot instantly, bot goes 10 meters to one Cipher, main body goes 10 meters to the other Cipher, so you only travel 20 meters instead of running to the Cipher first and dropping bot for 10. So you run 10 meters to one Cipher and then you have to run 20 meters back to the other Cipher, so you run 30 meters total and waste a ton of time because people are fucking stupid and don't know how to play mechanic. Okay, so anyway, I think I've explained everything about Cipher Rush in this match, and yeah, that's it. Bye.